So today I'd like to talk about Nigerian economy. It's been a while since I've had the chance to discuss the economy, and I'd like to talk about two subjects. First is the way our government does their forecasts. And, I'll start with 2025. Our budget was planned with the assumption that we will make about $75, average of $75 per barrel in our crude oil sales. And as soon as I heard that, I knew that it was not realistic. And I had significant arguments with some friends, some of them oil and gas people. And I gave them reasons why I thought that figure was overly ambitious. And my question was it that the government officials did not know? Because he didn't take rocket science. It wasn't going to be difficult to predict that figure was abnormally high. Was it that our government officials did not know, or they knew and just decided to deceive us for 1 year? That's the question I don't know the answer to. I'll be surprised to think that I know better than they do. I don't think so. My view is that many of them know, but they've decided to plan the budget based on such fictitious number, to probably deceive themselves. I don't want to say deceive us. When you talk about an ostrich putting her head in the sand, thinking that people are not seeing her, that's the only way I can describe some of our officials. And second was the assumption that we're going to do close to 2 million barrels per day. I thought was also ridiculous. At the end of the year, what happened? We did not earn anything near our projections. And so we couldn't meet many of our budget expense obligations. Even some of the projects that were carried out, government could not pay. The budget in terms of oil revenue was poorly assumed. And the way Nigeria is, even if you make more money from taxes, from customs, oil revenue will continue to be very significant. So this year, I've read that they're looking at, they're more conservative this year, $64.85, I think, as well as about 1.84 million barrels per day. And that's more realistic. But again, remember, this came up before US and Israel decided to start a conflict with Iran. And that's, of course, going to push up the oil price. And when oil prices go up, of course, what it means is refined PMS also goes up. Dangote has already increased its price. Whether you import PMS or you produce locally, prices will go up when crude oil prices go up. With the war, the prices likely go up, but at least that was more realistic. But I still don't think that we will do average of 1.8 million barrels per day for 2026. I think that's also unrealistic. But again, my curiosity is government aware that these numbers are impossible? If yes, why do they continue to assume their budgets based on these numbers? The second subject is refineries. I've been writing about refineries for more than, I'm sure, maybe let's say for close to 20 years. And my view had been that the refineries will never work. They will never work. And again, for that, I think I know the answer. I think government officials know that they won't work. They've always known. I don't think there's any confusion about the fact that they knew or they did not know. I think they always knew that it wouldn't work. But I think they successfully deceived some petroleum experts. Because I've had arguments with some oil and gas experts, and some of them have sometimes believed that the government had good intentions, and it's very easy. Successive governments have tried, and every time they tried, they spent billions of dollars, and nothing happened. What does that tell you? It's not going to work. So I'm happy that the new NNPC CEO is publicly saying it. I certainly believe within close quarters, during silent, secret meetings, I think NNPC officials will have been telling government the truth, but this is the first time an NNPC CEO is publicly, repeatedly saying that he doesn't think government will be able to manage those refineries. My view, it's not about I don't think, I know that those refineries will not work. And it's important for us to say it loud and clear to government. I think this government likes people to praise them a lot on TV. And when people don't praise them and they don't share facts, government easily dismisses those people. It's easy for them to say, what do you know? They don't know anything. But it's good for people to share facts and remind government how much the Buhari government spent, how much the Tinubu government has spent. I think they just want to do it to raise money. So my view is refineries will not work. Let's stop spending money. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. These refineries will not work. Let's do something else, okay? And when it comes to assumptions regarding our revenue, I think we need to be fair to ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. Our numbers should be conservative, so that if we do better, we'll make more money. But if our numbers are very ambitious, and what it means is that we end up not accomplishing most of the tasks we decided to accomplish at the beginning of the year. And those are my 2 points for now. What are my suggested solutions? Of course, the first is not to deceive ourselves. Let's be conservative. And the second is regarding refineries. There are many things we can do. We can cut our loss, sell them at discounted rates, cut our loss and move on. If there's a way you can do, I think that's the best thing, because if every other option is not likely going to be productive, and eventually the company loses, the country loses. But if you sell, it's just like in soccer, you have a bad player, you bought a player that turned out to be nothing close to your expectation. Do you continue to pay that player's salary? No. At some point, you make a decision, you let the player go at a loss. So I think it's important for us to take a decision about those refineries, let them go, let's make a loss, let's move on, let's stop the bleeding. Thank you.